Hey everybody, it's me, your favorite YouTuber. Just kidding. Hey, still having a problem with my phone storage. Like I can't have a video like over 10 minutes and it just like cuts off. So I'm putting everything on my computer. I put it on my Google Drive. Then from the Google Drive, I take it off, put it on my computer. I do have a pretty decent video editing program on fucking asshole on my computer. So, but I'm not gonna worry about editing and transitions and subtitles and fucking special effects and CGI and all that bullshit. I just want to slap my my little clips together. And I got out my little knockoff GoPro. I think it's called a Sako or a Caso or something. It works all right. I don't know how much memory it holds though, so I'm gonna give it a shot probably later on. Just let it run, see how many minutes I can go on that thing. Because really I just need like what, 20-30 minutes a day, and then I'll just slap it on the computer and then upload it to YouTube, right? So anyway, almost done with my shift. I think I'm gonna work about 2.5 hours. I gotta stop at home, drain the old sea turtle, and then 3 o'clock I gotta get roaming. So yeah, not much going on. I don't got much to say. Yeah, it's gonna be a boring episode, not like the other ones, you know, real exciting and action packed. But yeah, I don't know if I have more to say later on. I might sit in the car and talk later when I'm gonna have a few beers tonight after I drop off Rome. And yeah, we'll see what pops out of the old noggin, huh? Anyway, I just want to say hi. I missed you. Yeah, okay. I'll talk to you guys later. Hey, good morning, everybody. What's up, mofos? It's Friday. Why can't I get this fucking button? Half day today. I'm only gonna work half day. Just want to do a quick story time, and I don't know how long this video is gonna last because I'm having storage issues, and like it seems like the cutoff is like 10 minutes. So I'll try to make it kind of quick. You know, being an Uber driver has its experiences. You know, I've dealt with unruly people. I've had to, you know, scold teenage girls, keep them from fighting inside my car. You know, I've had a couple drunk lesbians arguing the whole fucking time. That was the longest 15 minutes of my life. Anyway, yesterday, I don't know what it was, but it was kind of slow. Did a lot of driving around and wasn't getting anything. Thank God for Prop 22, where I'll get that money on the back end. But anyway, there was this one guy that I picked up in Old Town Clovis, and older white gentleman. He was a nice guy, and I picked him up before, and he remembered me. But anyway, as soon as he got in, I smelt something weird, like just off, as soon as he got in. But then as we went driving away, the smell was getting more and more pungent. You know, it was like, take his glasses off. It was starting to smell like old cheese. I'm like, is this guy like fucking rotting in the inside or something? And then it dawned on me, got a little down the street, I was like, God, is that his feet? It smells like bad, like, feet. spoil rotten feet. And I was starting to get grossed out, and I turned on the air. You know, I have an air, and I was pointing at my face. And yeah, it was the longest. Thank God he only lived about 5 minutes away, but it was the longest 5 minutes of my fucking life. It was just, oh, it was agonizing. I was like trying to hold my breath, and I was like doing this thing, and he was talking the whole fucking time. And if you guys know anything about Clovis, you get nowhere quick. Certain times of the day, it's just like, you know, you stoplight and stoplight and stoplight, and people drive really slow. It was a very agonizing 5 minutes taking him home, and I was like, I almost shoved him out because he was a little slow, and just getting out of the car, all I want to do is roll down all my windows, right? It's like I can fucking breathe. And he took a sweet fucking time getting out, and he's like, oh, stretching, and oh my God, I couldn't take it. I rolled down all the windows as he was getting out. Anyway, so I had to see what was going on, and he was walking kind of slow. I don't know, he's got bad feet or something, but I saw that he was wearing these like kind of older, like Oxfords type shoes, but the tongues were hanging out, and he had no shoelaces. I'm like, I don't think this motherfucker had socks on. You know, he was like, and I was thinking, so he was walking around Old Town Clovis like that. You know, it's like he took no time to put socks or have laces in his shoes. So I'm thinking, you know, he's got some health issues, and I can imagine what his feet look like. You know, he probably has fungus and everything else. Anyway, I was so fucking grossed out because I was like, and I don't have like a weak stomach, but if you were to smell what I smelled, right? And then saw that, and just thinking about his crusty old white man feet, I was like, oh God, I was trying not to throw up. I had to pull over. I had all the windows down. I had to get out and like breathe some fresh air. And then even when I got in the car, I could still smell a hint of it. I was so fucking mad. I was like, why is it? I don't know. I think it's the material of this seat. You know, because you know, that's why I don't like to do Uber Eats, because whenever I get food, like, you know, fast food for the family or pizza or something, the smell stays for a little bit. Like, you seriously have to air out the car for it to disappear. And I think I had that guy's fucking feet funk in my car for a good, I don't know, I want to say a good half hour. So I got some fresh air. I got back in, and see, my wife couldn't do this. She couldn't do this job at all, because she would be throwing up, and her mother's the same way. Like, they would be so grossed out, they would have threw up all over him. So yeah, I had to get out, get my fresh air, and then even when I went driving away, I logged off, and I had the windows open, and it was cold. It was cold yesterday. It was like a lot of cloud cover, and it was supposed to be sunny, but anyway, it was cold. I had the fucking air on full blast. That's how bad this guy's feet was. Like, I'm self-conscious about the way I smell, right? Like, I have to, sometimes I shower twice a day, because I don't want to stink. It's bad enough I'm fat and ugly. I don't want to be stinky too, you know? So, yeah, that guy was bad. So then, not too long after that, I think I went and stopped. I think I stopped at home, went to the restroom or something. And then I went back out. I picked up this lady, and what I gathered was she was she went home for lunch, and she had worked at a school, and I don't know, she seemed like she was about my age. She might have been a little older, but I guess she came out and her tire was flat, and she didn't, I guess AAA or whatever was going to take too long to get out there and fix it. She had to get back to work, so she called an Uber. And that was like a 2-minute trip, picking her up and then dropping her off. But I don't know what she had for lunch, but you know, some people eat like exotic foods and or something with too much garlic or something. I don't know. She smelled really weird, and it was kind of grossing me out. I had already been grossed out by that guy's fucking feet. And, yeah, and then this lady's, I don't know what she had on. It might have been on her breath. Could have been coming out of her pores for all I know, because I don't know if you know, but some people, they don't react well with garlic or onions. It literally comes through your pores, you know. Or if people drink, you know, sometimes these people have the smell of alcohol or smell of old beer coming out of their pores. It grossed me out. That was 2 minutes. I almost couldn't take either. And then even after I dropped her off, it was a pain in the ass just to get the smell out. Again, I had to roll down the fucking windows. I'm driving down the street, and I'm like, I think I'm going home. I think I'm done now, you know? So it was, you get that a lot, you know, when you pick people up, you get like, you know, young girls that like put on too much foo-foo, you know what I mean? And then, you know, young guys, they like to put a lot of cologne on, you know, and then it sticks, you know. Sometimes people get in, they have food, and they're like, I'm sorry, can I bring in something? Yeah, don't worry about it. Like, stuff like that doesn't bother me at all. It's you know, the onion pits guys, or, you know, people who are obviously drunk and they fucking reek. You get a lot of different smells throughout the day, and I have this habit of, you know, every time I drop somebody off, and it's not like I have OCD or anything like that, or it's just, I don't know, you're in a car, you're in a tight space with somebody, and you're breathing the same air, like, you don't know what they got. So every time I drop somebody off, I roll down the window, no matter how hot it is or how cold it is. But yeah, yesterday, that was like two in a row. That was just, I was like nauseous for a little bit, you know, and I don't really get like that, but I think that was like a sign, okay, I'm done for a day. And it wasn't that great of a day financially, but the day before was, so I don't know, I guess it just kind of evens out. Anyway, besides that, can't remember if I told this or not, but, you know, I'm carrying this around in the car right now. My story number 4. And I'm carrying them around because I've been, you know, I need to drop them off to a few people. But I actually have a few spares, and every once in a while I'll ask somebody, hey, would you like a copy? And they're like, sure. You know, like, hold on, let me stop this for a minute because we're getting pretty close to cutoff, and I haven't figured out my storage yet. So let me start over. All right, we'll see how long this video lasts. But anyway, so yeah, my story. I keep them in here, and every once in a while I'll hand one out. You know, if it's somebody like looks like they read. I picked up this young girl the other day from Fresno State, and she was being taken to some elementary school. And I just asked her, are you studying to be a teacher? She goes, yes, I am. And, you know, a real sweetheart. You know, she's very well-mannered. She spoke well. Seemed like a really smart girl. She looked like she was about my daughter's age. Anywho, we're about halfway through our trip, and I was like, by any chance, do you read? And she's like, yeah, sometimes. And she's like, I'm more of a writer. I'm like, okay, would you like this? And I kind of handed it to her. She's like she didn't know what to say. I'm like, no, it's free. You know, I'm just do me a favor, read it in your spare time, and then, you know, give me a review. Hashtag the name of the title, put it on your social media, or go on Amazon and give me a review. And she's like, oh, okay. So anyway, she's kind of flicking through it, you know. I did my good deed for the day. I gave her a free copy of my shit story. Anyway, so we get there, and I'm really not expecting a conversation at this point, you know. I was like, I kind of caught her off guard, I think. But she goes, okay, well, I'll read the rest of this tonight. And I'm like, no, you don't have to do that. Just, it's like, it's not a homework assignment. It was just for you to look at in your spare time. Like, I don't care if she ever reads it, she probably won't. But, if you do, give me a review, an honest review, I'm not expecting 5 stars or whatever. I want people to give an honest, review of my story. So in saying that, anyway, she said, okay, thank you. Anyway, very nice. She sent me a $5 tip later on that day. So I don't know, she felt obligated, but I appreciate it. So in saying that, if you guys happen to see this on Amazon, it's only $10, okay? It's a short read. No, it's not. I mean, it's a mid-story, but yeah. And if you do read it, give me a review if you don't mind, on Amazon, or just like I told that young lady, if you just do like a hashtag and then put Gunnar Johnson 1945 on it, I'd appreciate it. Kind of build a hashtag on it. So yeah. So today, not much going on. Half day. I'm going to work just a little bit. And then I'm working a little bit tomorrow and a little bit Sunday too. So I'm not going to go full force on a Friday. It's just going to be crazy. So first and foremost, I'm going to take Lucy to school, and then I'm going to start my shift. I pick up my new glasses today, which is awesome, because Roman broke all my good glasses. And yeah, if you guys notice, I'm wearing my safety glasses, and these are my last pair of prescriptions. So my wife and I finally went and got some new glasses, and man, I got some nice ones. She got some nice. She already got hers a few days ago, and she looks really good in them. But they're readers, So mine are, for distance. I'm nearsighted. So, but they're Under Armour, I think. I couldn't remember if I got the Under Armour or some other brand, but I really liked them. And I need to get a second pair, but I think those are the ones I'll probably keep here in the car, and then I'll just use these inside if I have to, watch TV or, build a house. Anyway, all right, guys, that's all I got for now. What do you think of this big ass plaid shirt of mine? It's a little big now, I think I can start wearing 2X, because this is a 3X. I mean, I'm swimming in this motherfucker. So, and I know I took this off because I'm warming up the car, but the double plaid today, I don't know. It probably doesn't look too good, but anyway. All right. Yeah. So I'll talk to you guys later. Hope you have a good day. Yeah. All right. Love you. Hey, everybody. Wasn't sure if I was going to record anymore, but kind of a emergency situation. I'm going to get Roman right now. It's not my weekend, but I'm going to get him at least for a few hours tonight. Maybe even, he might even spend a night. So looks like his mom's grandmother isn't doing so well right now. So I'm not going to be an insensitive dick, say no, it's not my weekend. But I had to set kind of a boundary because it's bright. I just woke up from a nap, so I'm a little fucking out of it. But yeah, I just set a little boundary because I gotta work tomorrow. I'm in need of money. I hadn't worked in like a week because I didn't have my registration, and got all sorts of shit going on tomorrow. Got some plans, so I can't hold on to them this weekend. I gotta make some money. So anyway, Mom understood. Just I want to kind of alleviate, and I know people are gonna, sounds like it's pretty dire, so people can't be watching them right now. They got to go see, I'm not going to say her name, their loved one at the hospital. anyway, yeah. So it's kind of sad, but at the same time, it's kind of cuts into my plans a little bit. But I'm going to get my boy, and he's autistic. He's nonverbal, and he's a spaz, and you really got to watch him. Really, I mean, she's fortunate enough to have a lot of people over there just kind of pitch in and watch. I only have a handful of people, and you do. I mean, shit, that guy, lickety split. When you turn your back, he will be out the door and down the street, or in kind of a lesser situation, he would have like a bunch of food out of the refrigerator. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna go rescue him, as I call it. But yeah, I mean, my heart kind of hurts a little bit because, she was my mother-in-law for a little while, and she was always good to me, And she loves Roman. She loves, my ex's oldest son. She's a good grandmother. She spoils her boys. And that's how my mom was. My mom spoiled my kids. So, anyway, and it sucked. I know what it's like to lose a mother, so, it's sad. But, I don't know. Maybe she'll pull through. I don't know. But I'm going to go get my papa for a little bit. Have to stop at a store, grab some dog food, maybe some snacks for Roman for the night, because it's Friday. I got my snacks. Anyway, so I don't know if I'm going to drop him off late tonight or tomorrow morning at 6. I have to kind of make sure somebody's there at 6, because I'm starting work at 6. I'm working from 6 to noon tomorrow, and then we got plans throughout the day doing different things. So it's going to be a busy day. I'm going to need something kind of sleep. So I'm kind of glad I had that nap. And yeah, it's almost 5 o'clock on a Friday, so gotta go get him now. It's busy as shit. Anyway, that's some shitty news to hear, when you first wake up from a nap. And I was out of it. I'm still kind of out of it, just to hear that, she might not go home. So I understand. So do my part. Anyway, all right, guys, I'll check back in when I have my little guy with me, and then probably close for this episode, huh? All right. I think I have a different angle every freaking time. Okay, so I just picked up little Pop, and these guys are waiting for me. So you had a few of the boys, his uncles and his mama's boyfriend were there. Everybody's gonna go to the hospital, so they don't know right now if it's a matter of hours or a matter of days. And so yeah, sad situation. Roman here doesn't know what the hell's going on. So I'm either gonna take Roman home late tonight or early tomorrow morning. So anyway, you can see the look on Roman's uncle's faces. They're mama's boys. I was kind of a mama's boy. I was more of a everybody else's boy because, my mom was a single mother, and she had to pawn me off on a lot of family members. So I kind of grew up with, all the older folks, grandparents, great uncles, great aunts. You okay, babe? But yeah, I mean, these boys right here, that's all they had was their mother, so I feel for them, Roman they had Roman in a car, like ready to go, and well, I mean, I got him. He's mine for a few hours at least, maybe even for the night. So I gotta prepare and go home, and like all the blankets are all dirty because the freaking dogs were laying on them. So we weren't prepared to have Roman tonight, but we're gonna make it work, huh, Pop? I have to go to the grocery store, get dog food, which I never got, and then get some stuff for Roman to snack on tonight. Pacify him a little bit. I guess you get the living room tonight, Pop. Daddy will sleep with you, okay? Were you a good boy? Did you have a good day at school, Pop? Yeah, he only probably got off the bus like an hour and a half ago, maybe, the most. So, I'm assuming you ate, son? I'll still get you snacks, okay? You know what I don't like? It's like, I send him home in belts because he's misproportioned, you know? And, I'm not going to get into it, but, you know, boys need to have bigger clothing because they grow quicker, you know, during this time. Like, most of the girls his age have grown. They grew in elementary school, but right now this guy is going to be growing and growing and growing for the next 6 years. And his feet, it's important for you mothers out there to understand when you buy shoes for your sons, listen to them, because they need at least a half size bigger. So he gets these clothes, and they're like, not so much the clothes. The clothes is all right, but I'm getting him slightly bigger pants now. And then I keep buying him belts, and I send him home in belts, and they're not coming back, and it's driving me nuts. So like, I'm down to his last belt. I had bought 4 of them. Well, he broke one because he's a little baby fat ass. But anyway, so I just want to make sure he's got plenty. It looks like I'm gonna have to buy more belts. I'm just gonna keep sending belts over there until they get tired of it. Anyway. So, because he's sagging right now, which pisses me off, he needs a belt. See, in the morning, when you put on jeans, they'll be snug. But, you know, you move around and you do this and that, they do start to alleviate a little bit. So, that's my biggest pet peeves. I always make sure my boys had belts, especially my boys. They're misproportioned like me. And always have at least a half size bigger shoe. So they're still putting him in size 6, and you know, I can barely put his freaking feet on him. And I noticed he's got a pair of shoes that I got, and they're like 8s because they're easier to put on, and he won't take them off. You tie them with the shoelace, and they're not like overwhelmingly big for him. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go buy him a couple pairs of shoes here, and make sure they're size 8s, because those 6s got to go. I know he has some 6.5s, and they're hard to find. But yeah, I always like to make sure this guy is comfortable. You know, I don't like to see him in skinny jeans, because it's so stupid. Like, especially for this guy, it's just not practical. But anyway, that's my biggest thing. Making sure he has a belt and making sure his shoes fit comfortably, not tight. The only reason for that is my mom used to do this thing where she put my foot in those little measuring things, and or, you know, even worse, she would just grab a shoe and put it up to my foot. Oh, that's good enough. Anyway, I remember so many times I went to school wearing shoes that are too damn tight and they hurt. And that's why my feet are all fucked up today. Because, you know, you got to take into account high insteps, fat ass heels, high arches, wide feet, you know, which I think I had all of those. But I don't even think my feet grew to its maximum potential because they were binded like I was some kind of fucking Chinese girl from the fucking 13th century. You know what I mean? If you don't know that reference, then just look it up. But yeah, I guess they used to bind their feet to make them look more feminine. Because nobody likes big feet on a chick, I guess. Well, I don't like small feet on a guy, so I don't want to do that to my son. You know what I mean? Right, Pop? And that might be why he's always kicking his shoes off when he goes to my house, walking around like a fucking ooga booga. And he does. He's got some big ass flippers, man. You can't tame those sons of bitches. You gotta let them go. Let them breathe. Anyway, all right, guys. I think we're done for the night. We'll let you know tomorrow how everything went. I'm hoping for something good, but anyway, I got a lot to do tomorrow. I'll at least check in on that. All right, J Pizzle 1113 and the Rominator out. Hey guys, last clip of this episode. I was gonna come on here and bitch about Facebook, but I'll save that for later on the weekend. But I'm sad to report that Roman's grandmother didn't make it. So Roman's staying here tonight. I'll be sleeping with him in the living room and take him home in the morning. So very sad for Roman's mama and her family, her siblings. And yeah, it brings back old feelings, you know. I lost my mom in 2017. That was hard, and they're a close-knit family, you know. And I can imagine what they're going through right now. So, yeah, so hate to sound cliche, you know, the whole thoughts and prayers thing, but my deepest heart sympathies and condolences to the family of Mary Carrasco. She was a good lady. She was a wild one in her day, and you know, with that comes consequences later in life, and her last few years have been a little difficult with health reasons, and anyway, I'll leave it at that. Kind of puts a certain perception on things, you know, about my own health. But yeah, it's very sad, and I'm gonna make sure Roman gets to sleep, and then I guess I'll stay up for a little bit and make sure this episode hits theaters near you. All right, guys. Talk to you soon.